Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to another YouTube and Facebook Live. I'm so excited to have Mr. Morrow. Mr. Morrow here with us. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. I'm well. How are you doing
I'm great. I'm great. I
out
see we
there in
got Mr.
paradise?
Yes, in Brazil. I see Mr. Antoine is already here. He got on before we did. Looking forward to hearing this. Awesome. So I'm so glad to have you on. And
Awesome.
as people are coming on, say hello, 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 hello. And let me tell you guys, look, Clubhouse. I've been on Clubhouse. Clubhouse got me lazy because normally I'm putting on makeup for my lives, but today I was like, I ain't putting on no makeup. I ain't putting on no makeup. That's what Clubhouse does to you. Because if nobody see
That's all
you,
right. I
you
didn't
just
either.
go to the talking. You ain't put on makeup.
I ain't do
Oh,
my hair,
right?
nothing.
Didn't do my hair either. I tell you. So
Let's
I'm
see.
excited to have you on here. You are so funny. You know what? I absolutely loved having you in my Yoni massage course because you made it fun. Like,
Uh-oh. We lost your volume. We lost your volume.
oh, you lost my volume. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me? Oh, I know the internet is so bad. Look, if you can't hear me, just talk. So, guys, as people are
Uh-oh.
coming on, let me know if you could hear me. Let us know if you hear us. So, but I was saying, oh, okay,
Mm-mm. Can't hear you. Can't hear you.
okay, okay. So sorry about that. People can't hear me. Yeah,
Well, I can't. We can't hear you. Well, we lost your volume, and then I guess my voice was trying to go off to wherever your volume was.
right.
Well, so until while we're having these technical difficulties, I'll just kind of go into. Hopefully, everybody can hear me. I'm loud enough. I know my neighbors can probably hear me right now, but we'll go off into kind of talking about why I took the course, the Yoni massage course I just got out of. And you'll be happy to know that I have started doing a couple of Yoni massages, getting into practice, and have gotten some good feedback on doing so. But I took the course, originally my girlfriend sent it to me saying, hey, this is a Yoni massage course because she was looking at things and starting to do with Yoni steam. And, when you say anything on the internet, it automatically starts pulling up everything that you say out loud or put into a search engine or something like that. So her search pulled up your advertisement um, for the Yoni massage course, and she sent it over to me. She said, "Hey, babe, why don't you take it?" And I'm game. So I took it and actually got, more out of it than I thought I was going to get. I said, well, I'll take the course and get the certification. So you can be certified in Yoni steaming and I can be certified in Yoni massage. And actually, she's going to eventually come back and take the Yoni massage and the lingam massage as well. So we just gonna load up on all of the courses that Renee has out here for us. But I learned a great deal out of the class outside of understanding what I thought I already knew. And part of what I thought I already knew, I thought I already knew all of the parts of the vagina and what they did and how they affected, or how women were. I knew all the arousal things that, or at least I thought I did.
Right.
But this really took me to more of an in-depth understanding on uh, what all of these moving parts are and how to interact with them.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
No.
Okay.
I was reading your lips pretty good, though. I did pretty good at that.
Okay. Check your audio, because someone said people in
Let's
Facebook
see.
saying they can hear both of us. Yeah, so just check your audio.
Oh, really? So it may be me.
Yeah. Yes.
Hold
Okay.
on.
So
Let me
while
try
he's
mine to
checking,
see if there's anything going on with mine.
okay, sounds good. So while he's doing that, if anyone has any questions about what is yoni massage, feel free to ask, and we can understand that. So what I wanted to do, I wanted to go into two parts. While I have a man on here, two, we wanted to talk about his experience in the yoni massage as he started sharing already. Then I also wanted to talk about men showing up for therapy, for healing, to these classes. And I want to do that because what I noticed in my yoni massage course, there were like 3 men, and the rest were like majority women, like 20 women who signed up, and 3 men. Um, and then now I'm doing the linga massage course, and there's no men, it's all women. So it's like, what's that divide in both men and women showing up in relationships, so that they can do the work to learn extra things to make relationships even better. So that's one of the things that I want to get into with him as well. Mr. Morrow, do you hear me now, or you still don't hear me? You still don't hear me? I think he still doesn't hear me. All right. So, um, okay. So let's see. Maybe he's gonna have to get off and on. So those are one of the things that I really want to talk about, and and see what he has to say on that end. So if anybody else has any questions as well about that, let me know. So the Yoni Massage course, like he was already saying, that he learned so much more from that. And really, any course, any workshop, any individual therapy session that I do, I'm always starting with breath work. Breath work is the core. That is the foundation of any work. And so, when he said that he got even more, he ain't lie. Because a lot of people came and just thought they were going to learn how to massage the pussy. Excuse my word if that was too much for you. But many people thought they were going to come and learn how to massage the yoni. But it was beyond that. I taught breath work. I taught, many different things. Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can.
Oh, awesome. Got that fixed.
Yeah, we
Yay.
back.
I don't have
We
to
back.
keep on, I don't have to just type. All right. So, so that was the important thing, and I was just kind of saying to everyone, you were saying how you got more than just learning the yoni massage. And I was like, yeah, when I do my courses, I teach other things. So not only did you learn how to do a massage on your partner or partners, but you also learn different ways to increase the bioelectricity within your body so you can be more orgasmic. You learn how to release the traumas that's in your body that we hold on to. You learn breath work. We did visualizations and specific breathing techniques that can really get you orgasmic, especially if you're doing it consistently,
That's right.
So
That's right. And I've been telling people about this, and they still don't believe me. Because again, as men, we don't always, uh, um, we don't always take into a lot of the what I call the mumbo jumbo stuff. If it has to do too much with feelings and spirituality and sensitivity and things like that, we're not, too apt to jump into that. So when you started talking about the manipulation of energy and increasing your ability to multi-orgasmic and the vibration, and I actually did it. See, I know y'all didn't think I did these exercises, but I did it, and I got the knee pain to prove it. And now I'm vibrating and shaking all over the place. But these things are helpful, and when you put them into practice, they're very enjoyable.
Enjoyable. Repeat that. When you put them into practice.
When you put them into practice, they are very enjoyable.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, your orgasm face is supposed to look like that anyway. So you just go on, don't worry about it. Yeah.
That orgasm face.
Yeah, it ain't supposed to be cute. It's supposed to look funny.
Right. I'm actually glad you said that. I think a lot of people also are very self-conscious, right? And they worry about how they look when they're, having sex, or they're having an orgasm. And it's like, they're like, oh my God, I look crazy. You don't look crazy. You look orgasmic. And that's beautiful. Right. Beautiful. So speaking of the men, like, how do you think, and I like your explanation as to what makes it difficult for men, to come into this woo-woo stuff. Phil says I'm looking gorgeous. Thank you, Phil. Because I didn't put on my makeup, so you make me feel good. Oh, I love you, Phil. I was feeling all self-conscious without my makeup. I was already saying how Clubhouse got me lazy. Since nobody see me on Clubhouse, I just be talking any old way. I be naked half the times. I'm like, yes, I don't have to get dressed. I don't have to do nothing. So
just go in and start talking.
Exactly, just start talking. So what do you think? What do you think would be a good way to help even just pull men in? And we're gonna go back to the Yoni massage. We're gonna go back to that, Mr. Antoine, since you're here listening and you couldn't wait to hear it. But I'd love to hear from you too, as a man, right? Mm-hmm. And if there's any other men listening, how do you think we could get more men involved in this healing process, in doing the work, in working on spirituality? Phil is on here too. Phil is a man. I'd love to hear from any of you. Like, what are your thoughts on that? Like, how can we help draw men in?
I'll say it this way. And this is probably telling on myself a little bit, but when I was younger, one of my best friends, he invited me to church. He would always invite me to church. And I say, well, I'll go next week. I'll go next week. And then 1 week, we played football together. He was one of my best friends in high school. He said, well, dude, why don't you come to church with me? And I was like, yeah, I'll go next week. Well, we ran into a group of girls at a game that we were at. And and I said, where do how do you know them? Where do you know them from? And he said, man, church. I meet them at church. And I said, they go to church with you? And he was like, no, they go to a different church, but sometimes the churches get together. And man, he was like, you go to church, that's where all the women are. Mm-hmm. Blew my mind. It's like, so all the women at church? He's like, man, all the women are at church. I said, oh man. So guess where I was the very next Sunday? At church. with my suit on, looking very dapper. Right. And from then on, I was incentivized to go to church because that's where all the women were. Right. Not just the ones that I actually went to high school with, but from all the high schools in the area and all these different churches. So I said all that to say this: what men are incentivized by are women. So if we start to help them to understand the advantages and the benefits of knowing these things, then that may incentivize them to come in and start to learn about them. Mm-hmm. Because if you believe that we'll call it your sex game is at a particular level, and I tell you, well, if I can show you some things to get you from here to here, and have your girl salivating at the mouth, ready to get home with you, versus trying to get home to watch Real Housewives of some damn where. And when you actually put this into practice, it works on her. And these other things, these breathing techniques and these vibrational techniques and things, the things that she's already blowing your brains, so if we show you some other things that will affect how you feel and take your orgasms to a whole nother level. You know, all men are horny bastards in the first place. So,
Right.
you know, we're incentivized through our senses, you know, our touch, taste, sight, you know, all of this. So if we can get men to understand that part of it, then, you know, they'll start coming in, if nothing else, to say, well, okay, well, let me see what'll happen if I do this. And, you know, because we want to make our partners feel good. And, you know, we want to, I did that.
Right.
You
Right.
know, we want that. So, and if you talk, the more, you know, I talk to more women than I do men probably. And there are more women that'll tell you that they've had more less desirable sex than they have good sex. So if we teach more men how to be better sexual partners, then, you know, they'll beat the doors down because we don't know what we're doing in the first place.
Right. And I just put this post on Facebook today. Having a big dick, I'll show you right here. Right, let's see where the camera is at. Having a big dick does not make you good at sex. I posted that today. And it's true. So it's like,
hold on, I lost you again.
Oh, you lost me again? Does everybody else hear me?
Hold on.
Oh, no. Okay. I'll repeat for you. You know, so that's the thing. Exactly like what he was saying is that there's so many more skills, so much that you can learn and to please your woman, to make sure that your woman is happy. You know, and so these are just some important things. And the Yoni massage, okay, Facebook user still says I hear you. Thank you. So yeah, it's his again. So thank you guys for coming through and letting me know. So, you know, so that's the thing, is like sometimes, you know, I've actually recently had someone send me a message and he was saying, oh, you know, my penis is small. I want it to grow bigger. And so, you know, I wanted to grow bigger. And I was like, okay, why do you want your penis to get bigger? You know, what is going on? And so my thing is why not learn different ways to connect to your partner? Why not learn different ways to become more intimate? Because I'm gonna be upfront. The very first time I actually had like a full body orgasm and squirted was with the guy who was really small. He must have been like maybe 5 inches. He was small, but he knew what he was doing. And not only that, I had also been doing work to let go, control, relax, and different things like that. So, you know, so it's so many different things. And, you know, as you were saying, I'm glad you could hear me now because you're agreeing. You're like, So, you know, men, and I think men also, you know, I just want to add on to what you were saying. Men also feel like, I think, I'm not a man, so you could correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like they're also like, oh, I got to know what I'm doing. If I go to this, then it means I don't know what I'm doing. And so it's like, no, I have to know it all. Well, you don't know it all. None of us know it all. Where did we learn? Right. We didn't learn, you know? So a lot of times what we did learn is from porn, and all of that is not realistic, you know? So
it is not.
Yeah. So what have you noticed? And I hope you're applying what you learned in the Yoni massage course, because we're about to see. No, like so. So what have you noticed in terms of with your partner or partners, in terms of what you've been applying from what you learned in the Yoni massage course? Have you seen things got better? Have the sex life gotten better? Do you feel like you're more intimate? Like what have you noticed?
Personally, my own personal orgasms are better, and to the point to where my partner she even noticed that my orgasms are better. So personally, yeah, that was worth the price of admission by itself.
Right.
So, you know,
So many people told me that my price should be higher. I had a couple of people tell me that, and I was like, okay. You were like, you gave a lot, and your price should have been more. I was like, noted.
it's worth it. It's worth it.
Mhm.
You know, I think it's worth it. You know, again, I'm a man, wholeheartedly. I got a great deal out of it. Again, my orgasms have, you know, been more intense from doing the vibrational work and even the meditation. And as far as the massages go, I actually did one right before we had Snowmageddon around here and got all snowed in. I got one and got feedback from that. And and it was so funny that, you know, the conversation that we had after integration, you know, and we talked about the massage and, you know, right then while it's still fresh, you know, while she was still kind of processing. And part of the conversation that we had was, and part of the feedback also that she gave was, you know, the music that was playing in the background was meditation music, you know, so it was, you know, tones and what do you call I can't say the word, the drums, the cephalology drums.
Okay.
It's, you know, it's meditation music, real, you know, the peaceful calms. So one of the songs, maybe about 10, 15 minutes into the massage, right past the sensitive part, a song came on in the background that reminded her of a church song. Jesus is the King, one of those Christmas church songs or something. Right. And she got stuck there.
That happens.
She got stuck there. So now we're going through the massage, but she's got, you know, Christmas Carol, Jesus is the King, stuck
and
in
guilt,
her brain, and
guilt, like I shouldn't be having pleasure.
Exactly. So I shouldn't be having this pleasure. I can't get this damn Christmas Jesus song out of my head. I'm probably gonna go to hell.
Right.
All of these things are going through her brain, so she can't. And I'm like, you got a whole man down here in the most sensitive area on your body, and you're singing Christmas Carol, and you can't get it out of your head. And I said, part of this is why this technique and this practice is important. And one thing that she said that stuck with me, she was like, if I'm being intimate with a man and something happens, you know, something throws off the mood, you know, and that you have enough sex, something is going to happen to throw off the mood. You know, that happens all the time. She said, if that happens to me, I can't come back. I'm done, you know, roll over, go to sleep. We might as well start over in the morning. And she is not the only woman who I've talked to who has that issue.
Right.
Once something gets caught in her mind, it's done. She can't come back from that. And I said, part of this is helping you. It's not just me down here rubbing on your clit. I said that you're actually meditating and you're training your mind, because the only one who's missing out on pleasure is you. I said, if you're being intimate with a man and he's jumping up and down on you and you're thinking about cornbread and beans and work and laundry and what you had to do with traffic and the cars not working and all of these other things, and you have simply not trained your mind to be in the present moment and come back to what's actually happening with your body, and you're actually expecting the man who's with you to help you come back, but you couldn't even tell me that the song had thrown you off.
Right.
And I said, so if you can't do that, I said, again, part two, not only do you have this concentration thing that, you know, that this is going to help with, but it's also going to help you with your communication during sex. Okay. Just to be able to vocalize, hey, I don't like that. I don't like this. This is throwing me off. And I said, we're not having sex. If I was massaging you and I was doing it too hard, you would have said, hey, that hurts. Stop. Same thing. The music is throwing me off. Stop it. Change the channel. Do something else.
And that is so important. And I'm glad you brought that up, because that's one of the things. Music makes such a difference, But you're also learning each time that you're giving this massage, you're learning about each other, right? And you're learning. Right. And so, I've had clients tell me, oh, can you change the song? Because, this is messing with me. So it all makes a difference. And that's where you see that we're holding on to so much stuff inside of us. And that Christian guilt is no joke. And yeah, like you're saying, the communication is important. It's very important for anyone at any point in any type of sexual encounter, sexual experience. If something is taking you out or making you uncomfortable, to be able to voice that, Now, I also want to say to you, Mr. Morrow. So now that you know that she has that thing, one of the things that you could have done is what we learned in class, the clitoral mapping, right? So seeing, okay, now let's see, where is she holding on that guilt, or even the vaginal mapping? Where is this guilt or the shame or whatever that's coming up? Where is she feeling that around the clitoris? Where is she feeling that around or within the vagina? Because, if this came up, then more than likely there's some blockages there. So that's right. That's an opportunity where you can work with her to help heal her and releasing those things and doing the clitoral mapping or the vaginal mapping, or even just continuing to do the massage and breathing together and talking, okay, what's coming up for you? Where is this holding in your body? So, not only is learning the yoni massage something that you could do in this, to be sensual, to connect with your partner, but it's also something that you can use to heal, your partner with. And that's one of the important things, what Tantra is ultimately about, and tantric sex. So many people hear about it and they're like, oh, I want to learn tantric sex. But Tantra is about getting to that enlightenment, getting to the next level, expanding your consciousness, expanding your awareness, expanding your sensations, what you're feeling and what you can experience in this world. And so that's done through meditation, through breath work, through massage, or through sex, And so these are things that we could use. These are tools that we have that we can heal each other in our relationships.
Absolutely. That was one of the things that we also talked. We actually did got through clitoral mapping during that session. But, this is someone who is going to need some sessions because that clitoral mapping, because we're still hearing the Jesus song in our mind. So how do we process what this mapping or what this feeling is when you're trying to do the mapping?
Right.
We even got into talking about how there's an expectation from whoever you're with, whoever your partner is, to perform. And, that took us back to the communication part, in that and the scenario that I gave her was, if you have a brand new car, you don't give the keys to your brand new car to the 5-year-old and tell them, go have a good time. That's just not what you do. I said, your body is your brand new car and your communication is the key. So if you're going to choose and select a driver, first of all, choose right. And then second, communicate with that driver. You're going to have to show them how to drive this car.
Exactly. I like that.
You can't just say, here's the keys, figure it out. Well, you're going to get your car wrecked. And then you're going to be disappointed on top of your wrecked car.
Right.
So, that made sense. And I think that hit home a little bit because that made her say, well, okay, then maybe I have to, tell, whoever I'm with, what I like. But that raised the third question. Do you know what you like?
Yeah.
So it goes deeper and deeper and deeper than just, and that's what people on the surface believe. Well, it's just a massage. You're just massaging my sexual muscles. No. It goes a great deal deeper than that. It's not just getting you off. It's not just, being freaky deaky with somebody, but there is actual healing and meditation and improvement of self just by between two people, just by massaging the yoni or doing a yoni massage.
Yes.
And like I said, I don't have one, so I'm massaging everybody else's.
I need one.
I got you.
Oh. But yeah. Mr. Antoine is laughing. I like what this brother is saying. Me too. I gotta have him back on more.
We got help. Mr. Antoine got my back.
Yes. So yeah, so so that's the thing. It's much more than that. And and I like hearing you say that because maybe some of the men come in and they say, okay, I want to take yoni massage so I can learn how to massage my woman, give me some extra tools. But it does go beyond that. You're going to learn how to massage your woman. You're going to learn how to massage all of her body, but you're also going to learn how to connect and heal each other at a deeper level, and having a more intimate relationship than ever before, and so this is what makes this so beautiful, and this is what makes me love my work so much. Like, I love what I do. I love seeing people heal and learn what's going on with their bodies and actually learn about their bodies. And and so even in that process, and this is why I was also happy that so many women were in that course to learn how to do the yoni massage on themselves. So like you're saying, they're test driving their own car, they're learning what works, they're learning what feels good, and then they could say, and not just say, here's the keys, now go. You know what I'm saying? And so that's so important. And that's one of the things when I was pleasantly surprised with the amount of women that joined. And I was like, yes, this is so beautiful, and honestly, I'm doing the Linga massage course now, and I'm not going to lie, I was a little disappointed that there were no men that signed up, and that yet again, here are the women coming through. They took the first course to learn how to do it on themselves. Now they're taking this course to learn how to do it on their partner. So now I was disappointed that, okay, men are not coming in to learn how to do it on themselves. Men are not coming in to learn how to do it on their partner. So what is going on, And I know we kind of already started talking about this, but I'm just saying, like, I was really disappointed, and I was like, what is going on? What is happening, And I've had men say to me, Renee, don't forget the men, don't forget the men, but here I am offering these courses. Then men come to me and they send me private messages, but how many of them are doing individual sessions with me? None. They send me messages. I need help with this. I need to do this, but they're not taking that step to do the work, And I have other colleagues who work in this field that say the same thing, so like, and now more and more women are saying to me, they're not getting in another relationship with a man who has not done the work on himself. They're not getting in another relationship with a man who has not done therapy. So what's happening? What's happening? We're creating this divide. How are we going to have loving, healing relationships? You know?
Well, see, and one thing you may want to, like I talked about incentivizing the men earlier, if we say men come take a lingam massage course, instead of the man thinking, well, I'll be taking this course so that I can practice this on myself. Because I actually talked to a couple of guys about the lingam massage
Mm-hmm.
course, and the first thing that came to their head was, dude, I'm not going to be jacking off a bunch of dudes. What the hell are you talking about? I'm like,
Right.
fool, it's not for you to learn how to do it to somebody else. It's for you to learn you.
Right.
They're like, wait, and it was on several guys. It was really like, wait, what? Oh, okay. Well, I already know how to please me. No, you don't. You you know how to get yourself to orgasm, and barely that. This is another step.
Mm-mm.
Man, you off into that mess.
Right.
So we have to figure out another way to incentivize.
So my internet is definitely messing up. So right.
Uh-oh.
Right. And that's a good point, you know. So and that's interesting because I had another guy ask me, what are you going to show me in 4 weeks? He was like, I'm gonna think about this, but what are you gonna show me in 4 weeks? I could just go on porn and learn in 2 minutes. And I was like, that's the issue. That's the problem. There's so much more you can do. And this is the thing with men don't have orgasms, and men don't realize that. A lot of them are not having orgasms. They ejaculate.
They're ejaculating.
But when you actually learn how to work with yourself, these different moves that you can do, how to do breath work, right? You learn how to separate, and you can have. Okay, so men, if you're listening and you're saying that you're having pleasure, when you actually learn these tantric techniques, when you learn how to lingam massage, or just even how to masturbate in a different way, if you want to call it masturbate, but I don't really like using the word masturbate, right? Self pleasure, self explore. You actually learn that you can take yourself to higher levels where you're orgasming 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, the whole day. You can be orgasming and in pleasure. I literally, oh, y'all, look, those in my lingam massage class, y'all gonna like this video that I have on Sunday for y'all. I just massaged a guy to record. And after we stopped, we did the integration. He was orgasming that whole integration. He was like just vibrating, and then he started laughing, which was funny because he was like he laughed. It was a laugh like, oh my God, I've never experienced this. Like, like, okay, this is funny because not that it's funny, but he's like, I'm still orgasming. Like you could tell, like that was such a different experience, and I'm like, yes, like yes.
Yeah,
He felt more than he's ever felt. You know what I'm saying? And right. So, so that's the thing. It's like, and it really is like I'm doing this work. I'm doing this work because I want to see relationships improve. I want to see people having pleasure, enjoying their partner, enjoying themselves. And so, I'm not gonna give up. I'm gonna keep offering these things, and hopefully, men will start to come in more and do the work. So
the doing the work part, that's the important part, because you don't necessarily, you don't get the rewards of having that full body orgasm without doing the work. Because and I'll be completely 100% transparent and honest with you. I had absolutely no idea or no plan to be standing over in the corner or in my living room anywhere with my knees half bent, tearing up my legs, in this little vibrational exercise that you had us doing. But I said, I'm going to do it, just say I did it. And, so I can get through this class and get this little cert and, do what I'm supposed to do. I'm going to do it. I ain't going to be like that. And I actually did it. I mean, now, mind you,
Oh, the
my knees
internet's
is on
going out.
fire.
I'm not sure if everybody can hear him.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, it's kind of going in and out.
It's going in and out. Oh, how about now? Oh, it's
Yeah,
that I
it's
can hear
going in and
you.
out. Okay, I hear you. It might
You back?
be my internet.
Oh, okay, okay. Well, yeah, but I did the work, and
Yeah, I'm
it,
back.
it was
Well, I
worth
think
it.
I am.
You back?
Yeah. Can you guys hear me? Yeah, it's my internet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just talk. It's my internet.
Yes, you're in that. Oh, well, I was saying that the work is worth it. The vibrational exercises were worth it. I didn't plan on doing it. I wasn't going to do it. I was going to do it once and then just tell you I did it. But I ended up doing them several days in a row, and now everything. I told you when we talked when we were doing the massage with T. I said now everything is orgasmic and vibrational because I've been doing these damn exercises, but it all worked out great. So it's not, and I said all that to say it's not just about going to the classes and reading, the information that you give, but if you actually do the work, it does pay off. It does help you. Uh-oh, Freeman left. Well, she left, but listen, gentlemen, if you have the opportunity to take this class with Renee, the Lingam massage or the Yoni massage, take the class. It's well worth it. You'll be pleased. Your partner will be pleased. Your partners will be pleased. And you'll get a great deal out of it, more than what you thought you would have gotten out of it. Not to mention, and I'll say it this way too, you'll get out about as much as you put into it. So if you go into it with an open mind and actually do the work, I guarantee you'll love the class, and it'll make you almost legendary with your partner. She's not going to want to leave you and your hard-headed ass. She's going to want to stick with you through thick and thin because of the work that you put in to make her feel the way that this class and this opportunity teaches you how to do. Man, take it. It's well worth it. Well worth it.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. I'm not sure if you can hear me now, but thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for that testimony. Can you hear me?
I can. I can.
No, you can't hear me?
Yes, I
You don't hear
can.
me? You
I can hear
can?
you.
Oh, good.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, so sorry, guys. Okay, yeah, my internet is really, really messing up. Okay. Yeah, my internet is really messing up. I'm doing the Yoni massage course again the second week of March 14th. I'm going to be doing it because I've had a lot of people ask me about the Yoni massage course. So I got that coming up. And then, got the Lingam massage course going on now. We'll see. I'll try to do it again in April or May sometime. We'll see. But men, if you're feeling like hesitant to do something like that, just start with one of my beginning courses, just the regular Tantra breath work, Tantra movement. Join my Patreon. I'm giving lots of little tips, and nobody has to see you. Nobody has to know who you are on there. If you're worried about looking like you don't know anything, join my Patreon. And you'll get so many different tips on Tantra. You'll get so many different, little pearls, little joys. And so, and every Sunday I do like self-exploration Sunday for men and women, like just exploring your body, learning how to explore. Mondays, I do Monday meditation. Tuesdays is Tantra Tuesdays. So there's just tons of information on there. And, I really want you guys to get involved in this journey, so that you can enter into these loving, healing relationships. Um, so yeah. I don't know if you have anything else you want to share about the Yoni massage course, or does anyone who's on, does anyone have any questions? Let me just charge my laptop. It's about to die here. Does anyone have any questions about the Yoni massage course or anything? Or just Yoni massage in general? Okay, so that's good. Yeah, I don't know what's happening. Phil said I didn't break up there, so I don't know what's happening. Mercury now feels like looks like Montavian is frozen.
No, I'm just being still.
Yeah, I think it's my internet though. Oh, you're just being still. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
you're being real still. um, yeah. So if anyone has any questions about anything, Tantra again, Tantra is about healing. Yoni massage, like in the yoni is a Sanskrit word for vagina, and it means sacred portal. Sacred portal.
Mm-hmm.
Yoni massage is about learning how to connect to that sacred portal and bringing that energy up. So it's not just focusing that sacred portal, that yoni. It's about expanding what you could feel, expanding that sexual energy to your entire body. So when you're learning yoni massage, you're learning a lot more, like Montavian said, you're learning how to even pleasure yourself, and even how to have more orgasms. So I was like really happy you said that. Like that was a bonus. You came in thinking you're just going to learn how to give a yoni massage on women, but you learned how to connect to your body more. You learned how to awaken
Mm-hmm.
those dormant areas in your body, to awaken the
Mm-hmm.
bioelectricity. So now you can become more orgasmic, and so that's the thing. All of my classes, pretty much, I designed them so even if you're learning something to do on someone else, you're going to get for yourself. And you can't not work on yourself and think that, oh, you're going to be able to help somebody else. You can't not work on yourself and think that you're going to have the best relationship there is.
Right.
You can't not work on yourself and think that you're going to be the bomb and call this other person to have this mind-blowing experience. It's a process, and it's something you have to do as well.
It is a process, and you do have to, like I said, you have to actually do the work.
Mm-hmm.
And it is, we have a lot of things. We have jobs, we have kids, we have other responsibilities, we have all these things that come in and tell us you don't have time for that. You got other things you need to do. But when you see the results, I guess it's like working out. When you actually take the time to do the things that are important to you, and you start seeing the results of those things, then you find more time to devote towards getting those types of results. Because you'll find yourself, patting your partner on the butt more often, or giggling with each other, or just having that connection. Hey, what are you doing? Have a flashback. you know,
Right, right.
you sitting up giggling with each other. What you laughing at? What you laughing at? You nasty. No, you
No,
nasty.
you nasty. I love it. I love it. I love it.
And you
Oh.
want that. You want that playfulness. Because I was one, like my friend that came in that did the massage with me. I was like that. If you did something dumb, and I was a person who wouldn't allow you to have fun with your sex. You know,
Mm-hmm.
we here to have sex, damn it. We ain't time for all that giggling. I want to hear some squealing and hollering and orgasming, and so we can go to sleep. I don't need all
Right.
this giggling and funning and going on until you start having the right kind of sex, is what I call it, where you open up and let everybody enjoy what's going on. So if you don't have laughing and screaming and giggling and orgasming and a little sweating and some aftershocks and looking at each other going, you are terrible, you need to see somebody about that, you are so nasty. If you don't have all of those things going on, you need to be in these damn classes trying to learn how to get it.
Yes, I love it. I love it. I love it. And it is so true. It's so true because Tantra is all about having fun too. I follow Osho, and Osho always says, the more serious you are, the more like a corpse you are, the more you represent a corpse, right? And it's true. You're a dead body. You're just like, right? Wow. Like nobody wants a dead body on top of them or underneath them.
That's right.
So, he's very much about, laughing, playing. And that's so true. That's so true. Man. Yeah.
It's create that memory.
Yes. You create some thoughts in my head too right now. and some memories are coming back to me. But but it's funny. It's true. It's true. And that's the thing, and that's why I enjoyed having you in my class, because you made it fun. You joked a lot, and and that's the thing. Like, I have a friend here in Brazil who he would always say, "You think your shit don't stink?" I would hear him say that to people, and I'm like, it's so true. Like, everybody's shit stinks. Have fun, laugh, laugh at stuff. You don't have to be so serious all the time. Laugh at your fuck face if you're like, ugh. Laugh. Both of y'all can laugh at that. Enjoy.
It's funny.
If you fart during sex, laugh. It's okay. It's all good.
Funny.
You know how many people fart during sex? So many people fart during sex, or even have them pussy farts. It's okay.
Just talk back.
Right. Shit. Let my partner fart when we having sex. I'm gonna fart right back. Oh, you talking down there, are you? I'm gonna talk back.
That's right. If you clap at me, I'm a bust back.
Right. Exactly. Oh my God. So much fun. So, can you give let's just a kind of like summary, kind of like, what were 3 of the most important things? Because I know there's probably some people coming on now. What were some of the 3 most important things that you got from the Yoni massage course? And just start with that. I was going to give you 2 questions, but that might be too much. So 3 most important things you got from the course.
Yeah, you're going to give me too much, because every time you ask me, I'm probably going to think of 3 different things, because depending on what it is. But I will say that the number one and most important thing that I took away from that class was taking my time. And not just taking my time, but 2 was taking my time with each and every individual part. So I'm not just going to skip by the outer lips and move to the inner lips and play with the clit and dash to the end zone. I'm going to, if there are 8 petals on the flower, then I'm going to take time for it and give each petal its due attention. And that made the largest difference of all. That's what made things, that intimacy level, go from here through the roof. Because if you're a woman and you've never had anyone pay that much attention to the left side of your vulva, just that.
Right, oming, orgasmic meditation.
Just that. That's going to take us. it opens up all of this area, because once you move from that to the next part, then now you've opened up. I just spent 8 minutes just on this one thing over here. So now I'm going to move over here and do it on the other side. Now that just opened up a whole world of doing things. I got microscopic with it.
Right.
So just taking my time by the time you get to the clicks, you can barely stand it, because you've done all of this time sensitizing. Or I told T that I said, well, now you're all tenderized. By the time you get to the main to the main part, it's ready to go. So taking my time. Two, another thing I took from the class was that there are so many moving parts that um, because there are so many moving parts, there can also be an ailment or an issue with any one part or a sum of them all. So if you take your time in actually paying some attention to each one, then it's easier to find whether or not there is an issue with one or more parts there. And that gives you the opportunity to deal with it. If you're oming, and well, this hurts. Well, that's probably not supposed to hurt. So let's deal with that. Let's find out where that is, and let's talk about that. Let's pull that out. Let's spend some time here a little bit. So that part, doing those things. And again, the third one was, I'd say, just what was I saying? Re-emphasizing. Have fun with what you're doing.
Yes.
Have a good time with it. It's not, and this was something that you said in one of the classes. Not the destination, it's the journey. We're not, you're just trying to get to the orgasm and go to bed, or it's not about the orgasm. It's about the journey. And if you get to the orgasm, that's not having no expectations. But if you do get to an orgasm, go past that. There's something there's something on the other side of orgasm. So you've spent all of this time during your sexual maturity getting to fun world and never getting inside. You just made it there and never went. So enjoy that journey and move on past that and keep going.
Exactly. Beautiful, beautiful. Nice three things that you took from the course. Thank you so much. And so I know I am going to be looking forward to when you open up your spa and you're going
Absolutely.
to be offering these Yoni massages.
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
so
ma'am. I can't
so
wait.
I know. And Mr. Antoine is following to when I asked if anybody had any questions or comments. He said none in particular. He's just soaking everything up that we're saying. If you have to go to the other channel platform, I totally understand. Well, these lives are only an hour long. So just, you can't have these too long. So we do an hour. That way it gives you just enough to watch. And every week we keep coming back an hour. So the same thing, I'll be doing Clubhouse in about 30 minutes or so. And that's going to be about an hour long as well. So if anybody's on Clubhouse, join me on Clubhouse at Prandhara Tantra. Are you on it, Mr. Morrow?
You know what? Somebody asked me about that, and I said I think I have the app, but isn't that an Apple? Isn't that an Apple product? Yeah, that's why it don't work. Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
You have to have an iPhone or iPad. I'm using my iPad because I don't have an iPhone.
Okay.
Yeah, but if anybody has that, go ahead and follow me on Clubhouse at Prandhara Tantra, and let's get in there. Let's have some good conversations. Let's have some good conversations. We keep it going, just like I'm having here. I'm trying to share the love. I'm trying to share the knowledge on Clubhouse, on YouTube, on Instagram. Me and Mr. Monroe, we did this talk on Instagram a couple weeks back.
Oh yeah,
yeah. And so now we're on
YouTube
and Facebook. So we just spreading the love. So just to make sure everybody can be connected and just be involved in these juicy conversations. So Again, if you don't know me, if you're new to this channel and you're watching, please subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe. If you really like this and you learned some stuff, share this video, share with friends, family, whoever. And don't forget to hit that notification bell so that you can receive the notifications of my upcoming videos or lives that I'm doing. And yeah, I just want to thank you guys for being here, for watching, for commenting, for asking questions. I love you guys, and thank you for coming back on, Mr. Morrow. It's always a joy to
Absolutely.
have you. Thank you for trusting in me. Thank you for trusting in my work, and not only that, but for being willing to come here and share about what you've learned, about how this has helped you, and just sharing with others that you took this course. Because I know, not everybody feels comfortable and coming up and saying, I took a yoni massage course, so I really want to thank you.
I scream it into the world.
Right. Awesome. All right. Well, you have a good night. Good night, everyone. And I will see you guys next week. Next week
All
will be
right.
the first week of the first Wednesday in March. And I'm going to be having my guests the first Wednesday of every month. I have my little group, Mr. J, Chinzia, Phil. I think they're the core. I might have somebody else or not. I don't know. But we're going to be talking about sex and relationships and dating. So the first Wednesday of the month is always dedicated to dating, relationships, polyamorous. Hey, Mr. Monroe, if you want to come on and talk about polyamory, you can join us again. Feel free, because we hadn't gotten into that yet. So we could do that. If you want to join, just let me
I might
know.
have to come back for that one.
Yes, would love
Yeah,
to have you back for that one as well. That'll be
absolutely.
a great, nice. Oh, my light came up. Juicy conversation. So,
Right.
all right. I'll see you. So have a good night.
All right. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Thanks, Ray. Pre.
Th- Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Antoine, Phil,